Snowing again. April the 4th. Here we go. And we're thinking that spring is on the way. 2 days ago, out sitting on the deck, having coffee. Trees are getting covered. Lots of snow. Wow. April the 4th. Crazy weather.
Hi everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Today we're going to make a basin roti. And in our basin roti we need some chickpea flour. So I got 2 cups of chickpea flour here. And I've got 1 cup of all multi-grain flour. And I have a cup of water, which we may need a little more, but we're going to start with this. And we have a ½ teaspoon of salt. You can add more if you like. I have a teaspoon of red pepper, a teaspoon of coriander, sorry, ½ teaspoon of zira, and ½ teaspoon of ajwain. And I've got some olive oil I'm going to be using too, a little bit of it. But first off, we're going to cut up our vegetables. So we've got some garlic and we've got some green chili. We have to pulsate them, and I'm going to put them in my mortar and pestle here, and I'm going to just beat them up. So we're going to put them aside. And I've got green onion I'm going to chop up, and I've got some red onion I'm going to chop up, and some coriander. So I'm going to start with this first. I'm just going to chop up this coriander a little bit, and then we're going to move on to our onions and everything. So I'm pulsating my garlic and my green chili, and then to this I'm going to add my ajwain and my zira, because I want to crush it up a bit too with the seeds. We're just going to crush that all up together good. And I've used 2 green chilies, and if you have, your chilies aren't real hot, you might want to use a couple more or whatever, and about 7 garlic cloves. So this is what it's looking like here. Okay guys, so now we're going to assemble our roti. So I'm going to put my chickpea flour in here, and my 1 cup of multi-grain flour, and I'm going to add my green onion that I've got all chopped up fine. You want to make sure things are chopped up pretty fine. And our onion chopped up fine, our purple onion, which is also going in here, and our cilantro, putting that in. And we're going to add our coriander and a little bit of salt. And like I say, you might want more salt. We're using less because of blood pressure. We don't want too much salt in our stuff. And some red chili. And then we've got our water. And so I'm just going to mix it all in with my hand first. Get everything all blended in together here, as you can see. And then we're going to make a little, I'm going to put a little bit of water in it. And just kind of pull it together. My hand. And we're going to do that till everything's all mixed in well. I'm going to add a little more water. I've got a cup of water here. You may want to use a little more. You can tell by the texture as you're going if you need more or not. If your stuff's not sticking together, you might need more water. We've also added a ½ teaspoon of turmeric to this mixture. So we're going to keep mixing. As you can see, it's starting to stick together good. But we need a little more water in this. So I'm about halfway through with a cup of water. I'm just going to keep blending it, putting it over, and mixing it in this dough. Let's see. So this is the texture you should get. So I just put it all over my hand because it won't stick to my hand. And then see, you can poke it in. It's just the same as a roti, but it should have a nice texture to it. Also guys, I put my garlic and my green chilies into this as well. So everything's in it and combined. And we're going to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll show you how to roll it out and put it in the pan to cook. Okay, now we're going to take our roti. I'm going to put a little bit of cold water in my hand. Just because it's sticky, and this will help it from sticking together. And I'm going to make a little ball. So, and just throw it in my flour here. Press it into some flour. And I got my board floured here, so I'm going to press it down on here a little bit. And I'm just going to roll it out. Okay, so this is about the size we want. I'm just making a little one. And we're just going to take it over to our tawa. And we're going to cook it over there. I'm putting a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of my tawa here, so it won't stick. And it's getting up to temperature. So now I'm just going to lay my roti on it. And it starts to cook, then I'm going to put a little bit of ghee on top. So the ghee's all melted on the top, and we're letting it get crispy on the bottom, then we're going to flip it. So I flipped my roti over, and I put some ghee on this side as well. So make it nice and tasty. And this is just some plain yogurt, and I'm going to put in this little dish here. And to that, I'm going to add some of our chutney. We're going to mix this together. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, this is a mint chutney we're using. I'm putting a little more in it, which I made in my last video. And we're going to have this with our basan roti, and it's very tasty. And it goes really nice with this. So this is our roti. And then we're just going to have a little bit of this here with it. So we're just going to take a piece of our duff and dip it into our yogurt and try. Mmm, so good. You will love this. It would be good in the morning with your coffee to have as a nice snack sometime. And you can also eat this roti cold. So it's good to take out a picnic with you. So I hope you enjoy this video. And you will try to make this basan roti. It's very good for you. It's tasty and healthy, and you will love it. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this type video. Thanks for watching, and God bless.